got a little error message here to deal with. Let me fix this. I hope you all are doing well tonight. Okay. Is that gonna... Okay, it's telling you rotate device. Of course it is, because like I've already done that. Hang on. I thought I'd come on and do the stream that I talked about. I just didn't realize that this was going to be difficult. I see what I did. I've been through a little bit of stress, and I actually put this on upside down, so my phone thinks it's in the wrong configuration. So let me get this dealt with. I'm sorry. There. That should do it. Now, thank you all for bearing with me on this whole thing here. Let's see what we got. So, now it still says rotate device. That's just being weird. Only me, right? Okay, I'm going to flip this and we'll just do it in portrait mode, because that's just going to make the most sense. Yeah. So I don't know. Can you all hear me okay though? Is the sound okay? Yeah, sorry, Peter Parker. This is just a weird thing here. Is the sound coming through? Okay. It is now. I'm going to try propping it up differently now. Whoa, Mamma Mia. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, let me just take this thing off. I'll show you in a second what I have going on here. I have the Comica mic set up, and then what happened was I lost it. Then I found it in time for the trip, and I just thought this was going to be a wonderful tool to have to do the live stream with. So here it is, that piece, and then I've got this one, but they're not working together, so I'm sorry. Sorry about that, you all. Thanks for bearing with me, because that just goes like with my whole weekend, you know? So anyway, hey, Peter Parker. Hi, busy lady. I think I see Valerie Reese, Norfolk and Western Railroad man. Hey, you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate seeing you. You should train your dog to do the dishes. I see that comment. There's actually a joke about that, where a guy goes over to visit his grandfather, and he's like, hey, are these dishes clean? And the grandfather says, yeah, they're as clean as cold water can get them. And a little bit later for the next meal, he goes, Grandpa, are these dishes clean? And Grandpa goes, yeah, I done told you, boy, they're as clean as cold water can get them. And the little boy was like, oh, okay. A little while later, they eat dinner. Grandpa yells at the dog and says, cold water, get in there and clean them dishes, boy. Yeah. Bad joke, I know, right? That's all I got for tonight, though. Did I get some rest? Some. I'm still kind of punchy. Just lots of stress. Got the car, oh my God. Got the air conditioning taken care of on the car today. Thankfully, they got it done today, because I took it there first thing this morning, and they're like, well, we'll look at it. We might not be able to tell you anything before noon, so it could be after lunch. And I'm like, okay, great. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I got the hotel room through tonight to have some place to go during the day because it was like 101 today. So then they called a little bit after that, and they're like, good news, bad news. Good news, we know what it is. Bad news, we may not be able to get fixed until tomorrow afternoon. So I'm like, okay, well, what is it? And they're like, your compressor is out, and we have to get your compressor in. And so we might not be able to do that and get it fixed before tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, Norfolk and Western Railroad man is going to Paducah and Louisville Railroad tomorrow, so that'll be cool. And he says he has the real golden spike of the Transcontinental Railroad, which is freaking amazing. Valerie had to refresh the page. Did you get it? Okay, Busy Lady said she did too. I don't know where Tanya is. Hopefully she'll pop in. I put a note in our group, so hopefully she'll see it. So, but yeah. So they got the van taken care of. $1,548. So this air conditioner better work for like for freaking ever. Because I'm like freaking out about that. But I did get good news about the bills. Looks like AAA. We have a premier membership, and the AAA's memberships come with trip interruption. At least the AAA South does. So if y'all have AAA, check into it. But it looks like they may cover up to $1,500 of the extra expenses. So like the surprise hotel bill that I wasn't planning on, and you know, the food delivery instead of just going to Walmart and getting your food. And I actually screwed up on that because I'd gotten stuff before I left Walmart so I could eat cheaper on the road, and I forgot the refrigerator. So the night I checked in, I was just a little stressed, okay, let's just say. And I'd arrived after midnight, and I was exhausted with the heat and stuff, and I forgot about the refrigerator. So I had left it in the van, and it was on the solar, so it was running, but the van temperature, I don't know how hot it got in the van, but I know the outside temperature was like 98. So it was a lot hotter than that in the van. And so I went in, and the temperature in the fridge was above 50. The food was still cool, but I didn't know like that I really would trust the meats and stuff, because I'm not very bold with stuff like that. So I lost what was in the fridge. So that was frustrating. So it's little things like that that'll get you. And then I realized after getting the Uber, and Busy Lady, if you had not done Shipt, this would never have crossed my mind. But I realized this morning after I got the Uber back here to the hotel that, oh yeah, Tipsy Dog's food was in the van. So I called Firestone, and I'm like, if I take an Uber over there, can I get this out of the van? And they were like, you can, unless it's in the bay or on the rack, and we don't let anybody get in there. And I'm like, okay, so if it's in a bay, if I tell you where it is, which is right inside the door, I said, can you hand it to me? And he's like, no ma'am, we're not allowed to get into the vehicles like that. And I'm like, really? So, Busy, because you have done Shipt in the past, and we talked about that a couple of times, I was like, I'll just call Shipt. So Shipt went to Target and got me a couple of things, chiefly a bag of dog food. They did not have his typical brand, but he was very happy with the Purina brand that they had. But then it turns out I didn't need to do that. But at that time, we thought that it was going to be tomorrow afternoon before we got the food. So Busy thank you for that. So let's see. Yeah, it is great about AAA. I am so thankful. I really hope, really hope that they come through, because I'm estimating, like, just the hotel bill was over $300, which is not bad when you consider the average price for the hotels across the U.S. right now is over $130, and but still, it's over $300 for that, and then the food costs, and then the Ubers and everything. So if AAA will pick that up, that would be a huge blessing. And let's see, Peter is saying, roll down the windows, Gayle, and step on it. 100 miles an hour, free AC. Yeah, free AC, and I guess 3 square meals a day, and a nice little roadside chat with our state's finest here in Oklahoma. Yeah, I think I'll pass, but good idea anyway. I did think about, like, if Oklahoma City Firestone could not have gotten to the van, it did actually cross my mind that I could just flip it and drive the van at night and go on over to Albuquerque and part south. But my husband was like, think about this. You're going through the desert. You're going to be driving some during the day. It's kind of like, are you formulating a good plan here? And I was like, honestly, that's something I probably would have done had I not had the dog, but I thought that was a little bit risky for the dog. So. Oh, Norfolk and Western says they heard a Paducah and Louisville coal train just now. That is so cool. That is so cool. Here in Oklahoma City, there was actually a situation, I don't know if it was planned or not, but they had this really long train, and it was just sitting on the tracks, blocking up intersections. So I don't know what was going on there, but it was neat getting to see the train. Of course, I was being Ubered around it, but it was still kind of cool. So nice. So it's been the strangest weekend. And would you all believe I got a phone call today because I'm in this clinical trial for Novavax, which is a COVID vaccine. And I know some of y'all know about that, but I did that instead of like some of the other vaccines because like at the time, at 2020, everything was basically a clinical trial, and I felt like I'd be watched a little closer. And also I felt like I would get the vaccine a little bit sooner than I would waiting for my category to open up in the state of Tennessee. And that's what happened. So I took the first one in January of 2020, the second one in February, and then I recently got my booster. But in with all this, you have to check in and go to the study periodically and do phone calls, and there's email questionnaires and stuff like that. So I got boosted in the spring, I think in May. It may have been April. On that, I'd have to go back to look. But anyway, after I got back from Kansas, it was like the day we got back. We stopped at the Novavax trial for the appointment on the way home, where they went ahead and they do this COVID test, long COVID test. And so they sent that off, and I hadn't really been having symptoms. Like, I'd had some stuffy nose, but I was traveling. I do this all the time when I'm traveling. I was not like bad sick or anything like that. I just had this congested nose, and I felt like it was allergies because when I took the antihistamines, I got better. But today they called, and they're like, hey, when are you coming in for your follow-up appointment? And I'm like, well, I think it's scheduled for November. And they're like, no, when are you coming in for your follow-up appointment from the COVID you had in June? I was like, what? And so somehow or other, I actually tested positive that day when I had the COVID test. But they do the long test. Had I had any of the symptoms that I thought weren't allergies, then they would have gone ahead and done the rapid test. So now I have to go in when I get back from this trip and do the follow-up for that. But I'm like, I didn't know I was sick. Like, I can't give you a log of my symptoms because I never ran a temperature. I mean, I had a little bit of cough, but there again, once I got on the antihistamine, all of that cleared up. So I thought that's like the strangest news, to find out 2 months later that, oh yeah, you had COVID again back in June. So now here's the other question that they get to try to figure out. They're going to hate me being in this clinical trial, but they also get to figure out, since I'm long COVID, is it somehow just still in my system from December when I got really sick? So it was probably a false positive. They automatically do 2 tests. They take double swabs. So it could have been a false positive, but the idea that it could have been a false positive on 2 swabs makes it a little less unlikely. Makes it less likely. So, yeah, but isn't that weird? I mean, I did have congestion, and they're like, oh, congestion and sore throat, those are the 2 classic symptoms for what this strand is that's going around right now, and it was probably community spread back in June, and I'm like, I got nothing. But John's test was negative, and he never got any of the congestion. But mine cleared up when I started taking the Zyrtec. So I'm like, that had to be allergies, but I don't know. So they get to figure that out. But I have to go in for this checkup anyway. But the upside of it is they pay me to go back in for the checkup. And after this van bill, that's going to help. So, Norfolk and Western said he was in Oklahoma a month ago. That's Union Pacific Railroad. Nice. We're going to be, I'm going to be going through, I think I told you maybe, the Casey Jones Museum. I'm going to be going through there again on the way back home. I didn't have time to stop, but if you will tell me again when you're going to be donating that stuff, I do want to stop by and see it if I can get there during the daytime when they're open. I was through there like at 9:30 p.m., so I couldn't do anything the other night. Okay, Val's saying that she and Steve got tested at CVS before going to St. Lucia, and both got a positive test and knew they didn't have it. Tested the next day at a doctor's office, and it was negative for both of us. CVS does sloppy testing. Don't trust them for a COVID test. Yeah, I remember your experience with that, and no, I won't. But they did this through the study, and like I said, they always take 2 swabs, 1 on each side. So, with them coming back, they don't call you if one is positive and the other one's not. They call you if both are positive. So, but because I didn't put down that I had any symptoms, because I really didn't think I did, because I didn't put that down, they didn't do a rapid COVID test. So it wasn't until they got the report back, wanting to know where my follow-up information was, that they were like, okay, we better give her a call. And by that time, they had pulled all the records and double-checked and everything, so weird. Hey, John's in. Hi, John. John, you and Norfolk and Western need to talk. You'll enjoy each other. Norfolk and Western, as you can probably tell, is all about the railroads. And with you being you and all about the railroads, you two might enjoy talking. And he's going to be donating some stuff to the Casey Jones Museum, so we'll have to check that out when we go through there. I'm hoping to check it out on the way back. But y'all, this is the Hubs, John Crabtree, so hi John. Yeah, I knew. Wait till you hear about the railroad spike, the railroad spike of all railroad spikes, and who's got it. You're gonna love it. So, in amidst all that craziness, guess who came home from the hospital yesterday? Our Bambina, our grandbaby, is home now. And her first outing was today, their first family outing. And guess what? It was to the doctor. But hey, it's a family outing. She's home. She gets to go to the doctor like 3 times this week. And that's just the way it is. So, yeah, so she's home. Still needs prayer. She still has some concerns. She's still not gaining weight like they want her to, and they have completely taken her off of breast milk for right now. Sam still gets to pump, but they really are trying to monitor her calories closely, and so to do that, they took her off of the breast milk for right now and put her on formula. So, and because she's having a hard time finding the formula, Nonna, my Nonna spirit kicked in, and I went to the Walmart in Arkansas, I guess outside of Little Rock, and I thought, well, I'm just going to check, you know, I got to get gas anyway, and I went into the Walmart. Oh my gosh, I really intended only to get the formula, but I made the mistake. I'm like, you know, I'm here in the infant section, you know, like it would be a crime against nature not to go and look at the baby things in the clearance section, just in case they have a sale. So what do? My eyes just glazed over when I saw all the stuff on sale, and there was another grandmother there, and it was so much fun because she was looking at the clearance items too, and the whole thing, like, they're all a jumbled mess, okay? Because you know it was Walmart, and at that point, the story goes downhill when you're looking at clothes. So everything's jumbled up mess, and so she would find an outfit, and she'd say, oh, this is cute, but I need like an 18 months. And I would be like, oh, I've got an 18 months right here. And or she would say, oh, this is cute, this is like 3 to 6 months, and I was like, oh, I want that, let me hand that to me. And so we were doing just back and forth, and it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I may have thought too much, but most of the things, the sleepers, were $1 each. So I kind of feel like if she doesn't like them or the baby can't use them, that rather than take them back, I'll probably just donate them to like a crisis pregnancy center or someplace like that where they can use them, because at $1, there's just, you know, no need to take it back. So, but I think she'll like them. I got Disney Baby, I've got llamas, I've got Mickey Mouse, I've got Baby Yoda, I've got camouflage, all these cute little things that I'm fixing to show you. And I got this hat. Okay, now this hat was not on sale. Pacer made me buy this hat. And the reason I say that is because I was shopping and I knocked it off the rack, and so I was trying to get my buggy around to where I could reach it, you know, prop on the buggy and reach it, and instead, Pacer, being the service dog that he is, bends down, picks it up, and hands it to me. And I'm like, okay, your mouth is on it, so I have to get it. August 22. Okay, good deal. I thought that's when it was. I wasn't 100% sure. So as long as it's on like the 23rd or 24th, it's probably when I'll be going through there, so it should be good to go. Okay, that'll be great. She'll be the world's cutest lumberjack. Probably. I think so. I think the baby will look adorable. So here's the little hat. And here's her little mittens. They're just fastened on. Don't worry, they come off. I thought they were so cute. So, yeah. So there's her hat. And she'll probably be wearing it when she's 20. No, probably not. It just looks bigger than it is because of all the padding. So I'm excited about that. What I have to find for her, though, I need to find a trained engineer's cap in a little baby size. We have not found one yet, but we're going to look. Okay, so I said I would do a haul, and I beg you guys' indulgence. The ladies might be interested more than you guys, but y'all talk. Have fun. But I got this little hat, and it's like the old-fashioned little caps that people used to wear with a little knot on top. It's so cute. So I got that. That was a whole $1. And I got these little pants. They're so cute, those little ruffle butts. And these are actually $2.50, but I thought they would go with some of the onesies that I bought. And this one with the little ruffles on the tail. I'm a sucker for ruffles. And rainbows. She's a rainbow baby, so if it's a rainbow, I think I have to buy it for right now. There's the little third pair. Aren't those cute? And they're like a t-shirt or a knit material, so they're not super heavy. Yeah. And y'all, don't forget to give me a like on the live stream, please, because that helps me out. I always say it helps out with the mean old YouTube algorithms, and I really can't overstate that. So, and this one, this little outfit is cute. Cute, cute, cute. And just to show you all, there's my big $1 price tag. I just couldn't believe that these were $1. And that's just got stars on it. And some of these may be boyish, and if she doesn't want the baby to wear boy clothes, I understand that, but I bought them anyway. And like I said, she can always, we can always donate them, or she can always give them to a friend, whatever she needs to do. That's 0 to 3 months. And y'all, baby Disney clothing on clearance. There's baby Yoda. Or the child, as Disney refers to it. Is that not cute? The little feetsies. And yes, that was a whole whopping $1 too. I thought that was precious. And let's see. And the pants, I'm just going to show you, the pants actually are marked $3.98, but they were on the $2.50 rack, and they rang up at $2.50. So they're not marked that, but that's what they rang up. And y'all, I thought this was so cute. And this is a set of 3 outfits. So this whole set was actually $6 for the set. So they rang in. Actually, this is another thing that rang in wrong. It's marked $6.50, but it rang in at $6. And a little dirt never hurt. Is that not cute? And if you knew my daughter and how much she used to love to dig in the dirt, like that was her thing. So we had to get that. And the other one said, girls hunt too. Now don't hate y'all. Her daddy likes to hunt. And in honor of that, Daddy's new hunting buddy. I just thought that was cute. I know that's not Disney Baby, that's Mossy Oak Baby. All right, y'all, these, I wound up getting 3 of the same pattern, but they're different sizes because my daughter is a huge llama fan, and these were so cute. And I also thought that with them being matching, that later on in life, she might wear one outfit while her baby doll wears another outfit. So I thought at $1, why not? Plus, it's the rainbows, because she's a rainbow baby. And a rainbow baby is a baby that's born after a stillborn. So that's why I'm like, all rainbows. Not all, but a lot of rainbows. So I got her the little preemie one, because that's what she needs right now. She's like 6 pounds and 10 ounces right now, so that's a concern, because she's still below where she needs to be in weight. She's also really short, so when you look at the picture of her, and you just see the picture, she actually looks kind of chunky, and you think, oh, she's at the right weight. But then when you hear that she's shorter than where she's supposed to be, and also lower weight, then that's still a concern. To give you an idea, she is now just over the 40-week mark, and she weighs the 6 pounds, 10-ish ounces. Her mama, my daughter, she entered the world at 36 weeks and a few days because, surprise, I was sick. But she came bouncing in at 7 pounds, 6 ounces. So she was a little overweight, but she was also 3 weeks younger than her baby is. So, yeah, so that's a concern. But anyway, preemie outfit, and then I got this one, and this is the larger one. Okay, this is a 9-month. So, but I figure with her being small, she might be wearing it for a while. And check out the size difference. Can y'all see the difference? I don't know. Is that not amazing? And then I got a newborn size, which I thought that was cute. So anyway, if she, like I said, if she winds up not using them at $1, you know, we can donate them. So what is that? And I got this, which was just cute, and it's just little flowers. And that's another one that looks real big, but it's a 6 to 9 month. But it looks huge compared to the little preemies. So, and again, I got some in different sizes because I'm not sure now with the way she's growing. You never know for sure with babies anyway, but especially with this one. So, and here's Disney Baby again. Let's see. Oh no, don't tell him, no, don't tell him about the trains. That's scary. And Busy says she loves it all, good stuff. So, yay, thank you. Yeah, I thought so too. And I thought, you know, like later on in life when she has dolls, that some of the preemie clothes that she's worn, her mom might want to save. And if she continues to be low birth weight, like her mom, our daughter, she wore the same size clothes for a year. Like, she had doctors freaking out and all sorts of things, so it could happen. So anyway, this one is probably a little boy's too, but it was Mickey Mouse, and I thought it was so cute. Cute, cute, cute. It's got Minnie Mouse on it too, and little firecrackers and rockets shooting off, and kind of a 4th of July set sleeper there. But I thought it was so cute. Baby still needs more Winnie the Pooh stuff. Probably so. And I'll let you take care of that. So, after we get the car paid off, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Valerie, that it could go boy or girl, because it's got Mickey, but it's also got Minnie. So, like, here's a Minnie back here. She really shows up more on the back and on the little foot. And that was originally $7.88, so I was super stoked about getting it for $1. And this next one, okay, I got 2. This next one, this was actually a mistake, but that's okay. I'll take it. That's true. It was on clearance as well. What can I say? But this one was a mistake to get to. I didn't intend to, but it'll work out. I got the little preemie there, and it's, I don't know if you can see, it's like 101 Dalmatians inspired, because it's got all different types of dogs. So there you go. So I thought it was cute. And my daughter is a huge animal freak. She went to vet school for a year, for a semester, until she added up what her student loans were going to be, and then decided she would get her vet on home. So, and then along with that little preemie, I picked up the 6 to 9. And that's just because, or I guess this is 6 to 9 or a 9? Wait a minute. 6 to 9. And I did that by mistake, because I was just getting so into the clothes and with the other grandmother and stuff, and she probably picked up a couple things by mistake too. So anyway, now she has a little bit larger size and the preemie size, so yeah, that's okay. It was $1, so I felt better about the $1. So, yeah, so that was my big Walmart haul for the BB. That, well, plus the formula, but I didn't think you'd be too interested in cans of formula. But she's on the Similac Neo Care, which is specifically designed for preemies. So, yeah. She had some trouble finding it. She said she was able to pick up 3 cans at the Target locally, and I took 3 cans, which was actually half of what the Walmart in Arkansas had. So I contacted her, and I'm like, I've got 3 cans, but if you think you're going to need more on the road trip, I can continue stopping. And John's like, he's not really sure I need to stop. And of course, that was before the band tore up, so may not stop, but it worked out well anyway. Because she's like, no, she thinks 6 cans will do them for a little while, so, yeah. So, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I haven't counted these for sure yet. 8, 9, 10. How many do you think I got, y'all? 11. If we were Vegas, where would you throw that dice? How many do you think I got? Let's see. I hope so, Valerie. I really hope so. Busy says she almost wants to have another baby just to buy the stuff. Wait till you have grandkids someday. Although I'm not gonna say babies aren't great. So, but I hope you're right, Valerie. I hope she likes it. So, it's okay, y'all. I just counted 12 outfits. 12 outfits for sure. I thought I'd had like 12 to 15. So 12 for sure. Then 3 pairs of cute little pants. 1 cute little cap or kerchief. And 1 cute little, I don't know what you call this. I guess it is maybe a logger hat. One of those. So not a bad little Walmart haul for, let's see, 5, 7, 12, $19 plus the hat. Probably one of my better Walmart hauls, I'd say. I am so glad they did. You are going to have a lot of fun with those grandbabies. Let's see. Oh, John's saying every time we go to Chattanooga, I have to go to the Choo Choo and see their layout. I'll have a nice 3D layout someday. That'll be my retirement project, oh Lord. He's probably not kidding either. And like, we have been to like little depots and railroad museums and stuff, which is, it's pretty cool because I like that too, because you've heard me say before, railroading history is overlooked too much. So, but yeah, he would drag me to every one if he could. And like every small southern town that's had a depot, I honestly believe they all have model train setups, and like, they are so cool. Yeah. And the other thing is though, I will warn you, if you ever go to a small southern museum, plan on there being most likely a little gray-haired lady who will tell you more than you ever wanted to know about anything and everything in the place. I don't care if it's 3 rooms, you're going to be there 2 hours. It's a great way to learn, and they're very enthusiastic. So, Valerie says, yes, only an hour and a half away. That'll be good. And it's 45 minutes if you meet in the middle. Think about that. Busy, I agree. I think that's awesome too. Busy, you can never have too many dreams. No, no, no. Norfolk and Western says his dream is of full in-scale trains. That's cool. Good dreams, good dreams. And thank you, John, for backing me up on busy, because no, you can't have too many trains, too many dreams. Valerie has to go to bed. It's 10:40 and she has work tomorrow. Good night, Valerie. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the wishes on the safe travels. I really appreciate those. Busy says, thanks, guys. I'll keep that in mind. You know that's what I'm going to tell you. Come on. Because that's the truth and that's what you'll get from me. I don't know if he can not show me. I don't think he can not show me. But yeah, the trains are really cool. And there is a nice park here, Central Park, and they've got a smaller train for kids and stuff, but it's set up really cute. I'm glad you do, Busy. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. So, it's all right, you all. That's my haul. And that's my saga with the van. But I do have to say that if it had to happen, If it had to happen somewhere, I'm glad that it wasn't on an excursion to Alaska. Because if it happened on one of my Alaska trips, I would just be stuck. Like I would be in the middle of Canada on the Alaska highway again with no air. And you think, oh, well, it's Alaska, it's not that bad. But you got to remember, last time I was in Alaska, it was like 94 degrees in Anchorage. And it was 75 at the Arctic Circle. So it may be Alaska, but it still gets hot there now sometimes. Yeah, John's saying we've done the whole breaking down in Yukon once. Yeah. And we don't want to do that again. Yukon was really interesting because they actually had to send to Alaska for the part for the van. And it wasn't a bat, it was that was a water pump. I'm pretty sure that, John, it was a water pump, yes? But anyway, they didn't have it in stock. And even though it's a GM van and there's 15 billion of them on the road, we were just in a very small town. So they were like, yeah, you know, you could have, if you'd known, you could have just like picked it up on the way in. Because we had just crossed the Alaska border, from the Alaska into Canada coming back home. So it's just weird that they had to send back to right where we were to get the part. So that was on a weekend too. So I got stuck in Fargo when the timing belt snapped on the PT Cruiser going to Alaska. That was on a weekend. The water pump happened on a weekend, and the air conditioner happened on a weekend. Oh yes, so remote there wasn't even AM radio stations coming in. That's true. That's true. But I had preloaded a movie on my laptop, not kidding. I had that preloaded, and we're stuck on the side of the road, and I'm like, we can't do anything else. We can't go anywhere. There is a porta potty where the men were working on the road. There was a porta potty, like literally right at the nose of the van, and we can't do anything anyway, so we may as well sit there and watch a movie while we wait for cars to come by that we wave down frantically. So that's what we did. And John was like, I can't believe we're watching a movie. And I'm like, nah, it'll be fine. So, but it worked out. AAA came out. Somebody stopped and had a sat phone that worked, and AAA came out from this little town and towed us back in. So if you break down on the Alaska Highway after midnight, people are really nice. Yeah, they did. John's saying they let us sleep in the parking lot, which was nice. Yeah, that was exceptionally nice, because the other thing about it was the town boarding house, I guess you would say. The one in the town was right next door, and it was close to $300 a night. So, yeah. But they even gave dog treats to Tomlin. So they were super. But not an experience I ever want to repeat. So, yeah. But it was nice to know that AAA would tow even, someplace as remote as that. Because I don't expect AAA to work in the Yukon. Just saying. So, yeah. All right. They're going to run some fans and work on the floors. So this is my cue to go back upstairs. Yeah, lifetime AAA members, yep. And I was just telling them that AAA trip interruption may help pay for some of these expenses, which is going to be great. So, yes. So, all right. Well, thank you all. Yes, it has to be done, though. It does indeed. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to give you a quick shot of Pipsy down here, just so you can see how stressed he's not. Hello. Can they see you? There you go. He doesn't get stressed much, which is good if he's going to be my dog. Because almost by definition, my service dogs can't get stressed. We both can't do it. So anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me. You have a great week. I will give you some kind of update as I can, and I will talk to you soon, okay? So take care. Remember, we're always hashtag be Bodacious, which means you're not going to let life get in the way of living. You did not send that twice. Prove it. So anyway, y'all take care. Norfolk and Western, thanks for coming in. I appreciate seeing you. And Busy Lady, appreciate you. John, Valerie, Peter, y'all. And we've had a few other people bop in and out, so thank y'all for tuning in too. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Good night.